XDefiant is officially launching on May 21st. That is this upcoming Tuesday, which means that you're gonna have a chance to finally jump into a brand new first-person shooter that is doing things a little bit differently and purposefully put the players first in the focus of the decision-making with the game. And if you're new to the XDefiant community, first off, welcome in. And second off, let me tell you today about why this game is setting itself up for success. Now, if you want to know why this game is being set up for success, then I encourage you to do one really quick thing. It's going to set me up for success and set you up for success by liking this video today. If we can hit 300 likes, then everybody who watches this video will just simply feel happier. You know what I mean? All jokes aside, thank you guys for stopping by today. My name is Buckeye, and welcome to XDefiant Guides. Pretty long intro, but we can trim it down as we need to. All right, so we are in launch week for XDefiant, which means we're getting a lot of brand new things regarding the game every single day leading up to launch, which, by the way, is super awesome to see all of this communication. If you guys are brand new to the XDefiant community, you wouldn't know this, but we have gone through a very long dry period of information regarding the game. So getting brand new things every single day has been amazing. But with that said, today we had our very first episode of XDebrief, which is basically a series of content that is going to be produced by XDefiant themselves that will be directly given to the community, talking about updates and various things regarding the game and updates within. Today, we got our very first episode about that as we lead up to launch, and really a huge portion of this XDebrief episode was an interview directly with executive producer of the game, Mark Rubin, and he dropped some really interesting information that I'm super happy to hear, and I want to echo it back to you guys today. Now, a conversation that has been happening online a lot has been the whole idea of skill-based matchmaking within XDefiant, or engagement-optimized matchmaking in XDefiant. Basically, most modern shooters out there have some form of either SBMM or EOMM in the game, and it's usually pretty strong in modern day gaming. However, XDefiant has gone out of their way to completely eliminate that from casual play in XDefiant. So we're trying to really take a stab out of the old school of multiplayer gaming, and that has been a huge marketing push of the game so far. So if you guys are new, listen, XDefiant, when you play casually in XDefiant, not ranked play, that's different, but when you're just playing casually, playing some pubs in XDefiant, there is no SBMM, there is no EOMM. And Mark Rubin made sure to completely lay down the law with that information in this XDebrief, which was super great to see. He basically just talking about, listen, man, if you have SBMM or EOMM in the game, it makes every single match so stale. It just gets boring after a while because everything is the same. If you're just eating macaroni and cheese for every single meal, every single day, bro, you're gonna hate macaroni and cheese by about the third day. And that's the same concept here is, in XDefiant, you have the opportunity to be the best player on the team, and you also have the opportunity to get crushed by the other best player on the team. And that's the variety of gameplay that you get when you don't have SBMM. So super, super excited to see that. We've already known this for a while, but to hear it from the words coming out of Mark Rubin's mouth has been pretty cool. Now, he also said a thing that is super key to an arcade FPS succeeding in this world is to have a good control, or the controls feeling good, or the game itself feeling good. And a lot of things go into that. It's not just the way that the inputs work on your controller or on your mouse and keyboard, but it's also the way that the maps are designed and the way that the flow of the map works. He basically says that if you don't notice it being there, it's usually a good thing. But if you do, then you got some work to do. And I would say that that's definitely an area where XDefiant has both excelled at and also has some work to do as well. I think as far as the actual inputs are concerned, that part definitely still needs some tweaking and adjusting. But overall, I think the feel of XDefiant is very unique and is really one of the things that makes me enjoy playing the game, actually. The map design is fantastic and is very reminiscent of some old school arcade shooters, and I just absolutely love playing on pretty much every single map in the game. Now, as far as content is concerned, Mark dropped some really cool statements here towards the end of his interview, and he was talking about how they already are thinking about 8+ years of XDefiant. Game hasn't even officially launched, and they're already anticipating 8+ years of this game, basically until, you know, the next gen consoles come out, which is absolutely fantastic because, by the way, they were not anticipating XDefiant having as much interest as the game has already garnered, which means to me that even if this game isn't some absolute smash hit, sounds like we're gonna have very good developer support for this game for years and years to come, which is absolutely fantastic to me. I'm so excited to hear this. It's telling me that they have a commitment to this game, which is awesome. Now, with that being said, they apparently also already have the first year of content completely done. Like, every bit of content that is supposed to be coming in year one for this game is already done. And they've already started on year 2 content. Bro, the game hasn't even launched yet. They're already jumping over to year 2. That's probably an unfortunate yet fortunate reality of the fact that the game got delayed 6 to 8 months, but still, even with that said, the fact that they already have content for this year done and they're moving on to year 2 just tells me that it looks like if this game needs quick updates for certain things, they'll have the resources to be able to do that. Now, regarding that content specifically, Mark said that when it comes to making good content for a game like this, it needs to be new and surprising. And that's really cool for me to hear, because he basically said that when they drop something new, it needs to be like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting them to do that. That's really cool. That has me very interested, and I've been super curious to see what kind of content and changes and things that we're going to have to the game as it progresses. So I'm very curious to see how this is going to be implemented in reality. So let's see it, Mark. I want to see it. Now, that's everything from the interview with Mark Rubin, which, by the way, it was just fantastic to hear all of those things. Makes me very, very excited to be a part of this community, because it sounds like we've got a good track that we're headed on, and I can't wait for it to keep going. Now, the other big thing to mention here today is monetization. They broke down in detail how the microtransaction system is supposed to work in XDefiant. Now, remember, guys, XDefiant is a free-to-play game, which means that they're not going to make any money off of you purchasing a premium release of the game, meaning that you can't just go buy XDefiant for $70 and then Ubisoft then gets that $70. No, the game is free to play, has open access to anybody who wants to play it, so they have to monetize it in some capacity in order to make their money back. Now, we do know that they're going to be having Founders Packs, and by the way, Mark Rubin did let us know that Founders Packs will become available on Tuesday, May 21st, on launch day. So we're not going to be pre-ordering Founders Packs or anything like that. They're going to be available on launch day. So you will be able to purchase a premium release of the game with the Founders Pack, but for those who don't do that, they don't have to spend any money to get into the game. So once again, Ubisoft has to monetize this game in some capacity in order for it to make money, which of course is the whole goal for Ubisoft. Now, with that said, they broke down in detail what those microtransactions are going to look like in XDefiant, and they made sure to start things off by letting us know that it is not going to be pay to win. They said that basically this is the way it works. Any game-changing functionality that is sold in the store or in the Battle Pass, you will also be able to earn it through gameplay. And they gave DedSec as an example of that. DedSec is a faction that you can unlock in the Battle Pass or purchase it in Season 0. But here's the thing that I do want to just take a step back on real quick and just think about. They say that it is not pay to win because you can earn everything that you can also purchase. But here's my question about that. Is this a pay for convenience situation, kind of like Asmongold likes to mention on his content? Meaning that will it just be absolutely asinine for you to even try and earn the items through in-game play? Would it just be easier and better for you to just purchase it? Or will it be a fair system where you can easily unlock something through playing the game, or if you so choose, you can purchase it? Because if it is one of those things where it's a simple item and you have to play for like 3 weeks in order to unlock it, or you can pay $5 in the store to purchase it, that is where things are going to get a little squirrely, I think. So I want to pay attention, y'all out there in the community, pay attention to this when the game actually launches. This is really, really core to the way that the game is going to work in the future. So we need to pay attention to how this works and make sure that we provide our honest community feedback to XDefiant and to Ubisoft once the game is out and we actually are in this system, because if it is unfair in one way or another, we need to provide that feedback. But with that being said, taking this at face value, they're saying that it's not pay to win, which is good to see, good to hear. Now, with that being said, in terms of microtransactions, they want our time to be rewarded. So they broke down a list of things that are going to be rewarding for your time as you spend in XDefiant. So some of those things that you will have will be free Battle Pass rewards. So you'll have your premium Battle Pass that you can purchase, but you also have your free Battle Pass rewards. So as you go through the free Battle Pass, you will still get items and various things that will be rewarding to you as you play through the game. We will also be getting daily and weekly challenges in-game, which is awesome to see. It's definitely something that keeps the engagement going each and every day as you log in. We're also going to have Ubisoft Connect challenges as well, which is an interesting added layer on top of what's already there. And I'm super interested about this. They've detailed a little bit about the weapon mastery system in this game. We're going to be having the weapon mastery camos that we already know about, but they say here that we're going to have regular updates to weapon mastery, which for me makes me question, are we going to be getting like a new weapon mastery camo every season or something like that? How is that going to look? Because that's very interesting and a huge thing that people are interested in terms of the cosmetic side of XDefiant. really interested to see what the regular updates look like for the weapon mastery system. We're also gonna have community participation awards such as Twitch drops for watching streamers play on Twitch every week, or we're also gonna have in-game events, which I'm curious to see what that looks like. Is it gonna be kind of like a Halloween event or a Christmas event where you'll get awards? That's super cool. It's things like that that really make people want to continue to come back to the game. So I'm super, super excited for those things, and I wanna see how they actually do play out in-game once they happen. Now again, with this being a free-to-play game and we're talking about monetization, a big part of the game is the focus on customization. So what are the various things that you can actually customize in the game? We've got character skins, which we know about. We got weapon skins, which we know about. MVP player animations, which is super cool to see. We've also got player cards, emoji packs. That I'm really interested to see how that's gonna look in the game. What kind of emojis are we gonna get? Is it gonna be like Fortnite where we get a bunch of crazy dances and stuff? I'm super curious to see what that's gonna look like. And they said even more is on the way as the game goes on. So I'm super curious. Again, I'm really curious about a lot of things. You know, we have to get the game to finally see all this stuff. So super awesome information. Now, as far as launch content is concerned, this is all of the monetizable content that will be in XDefiant at launch. We got the premium battle pass, we've got character skins, weapon skins, faction unlocks, player card backgrounds, player animations, and again, the emoji packs. So these are all the various things that will be monetizable at launch for XDefiant. I'll tell you guys, getting all this information before the game comes out is absolutely fantastic. The detail that has been gone into so far has been awesome. And it makes me really excited to be a part of this community moving forward, because I can tell that the game is very player focused and community focused. I know that for a little bit there, for those of you who've been around for a long time, it got a little bit hairy and a little difficult to be involved in the community. But honestly, man, now that we're finally here and we've gotten through those bumps in the road, I just think that this game has such a bright future ahead. And for those of you out there who are a little bit on the fence about whether or not this game's gonna be good for you or not, I encourage you to at least give it a try. Tuesday, the game is free to play. Hop on in. It launches on the 21st on Tuesday. Give it a try. See what you think. There's no cost of entry, so you might as well give it a try. And clearly, so far, the developers have shown us that they are really trying to put the player first. They want to communicate with the players, all of those things. Now, with that being said, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about all of this information. The monetization, are you concerned about the microtransactions in the game? What do you think about the content and what Mark Rubin was saying around skill-based matchmaking and engagement-optimized matchmaking? I'm super excited about where everything is, and I cannot wait to get into this game. Guys, listen, subscribe to this channel for more XDefiant content. Next week, when the game gets here, we have a lot of things planned. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss it, bro. I got a lot of things happening. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the content. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one.